Hello everyone, if you don't know me already, I'm Tara, the dance doctor. Welcome to my channel. In today's lesson, I am giving you 6 simple options to use your body to reflect the accents in salsa music. Each salsa song is different and has its unique accents, so I encourage you to listen to your favorite salsa song after watching this lesson and see where you can apply these movements to the accents in that song. If you are interested in learning a musicality routine choreographed with the accents of one specific salsa song, I created a lesson exclusively available to members of my Patreon page. So you can see that lesson and learn that routine by going to my Patreon and becoming a member. As always, there are timestamps in the description box below, so you can easily find the part of this lesson that you are looking for. We're going to get right into the lesson. I just want to remind you to give this video a like, subscribe to my channel, and turn on the post notifications so you can see when I upload more stuff like this. Now let's get dancing. Okay, so the first accent movement that we are going to do is these arms that come from the son style of dancing. So as I said in the intro, we can apply these movements to any beat that we're dancing to. We can stop our feet and use the arms to express the accent. Generally, when I'm doing accents in salsa, I'm using either 2 or 3 beats. Sometimes it is just 1 and sometimes it's more than 3, but usually I'm doing 2 or 3. So we're going to practice it both ways. So the movement before we start to practice it kind of inside of our basic step is just with our one palm pushing out and one palm up. I'm kind of sending my rib cage over one foot and then I'm switching. Push, push, or I could go push, 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 okay? So from behind, I'm going out, 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 out. And the hand that has the palm going up, the arm that's extended above my head, that palm, or the fingers are facing inward. So they're not like this, like I'm carrying a tray. They're here, boom, 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 okay? So there's several ways that I can incorporate this into my basic. We're gonna start just with this. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Okay? So that's the first way that we'll incorporate it. As you can see, I'm doing 3 accents. We can also do 2. So I could do 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2. 5, 6, 7, 1, 2. 5, 6, 7, 1, 2. 5, 6, 7. Or I can do this on any beat during my basic because the accents aren't always going to fall in the same part of your basic. So say the accent is on 3. I can go 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. You know, or wherever it might be, you can put the arms in. You can do just 1, or you could do 2, or you could do 3, wherever the accent is in the music. I'll also say this about accents, is that you're oftentimes, unless we're doing footwork to emphasize the accent in the music, which I'm going to demonstrate later in this video, oftentimes we will stop our feet and just use the part of our body that we are trying to emulate the music with. So if I'm in my basic and I know that an accent is coming up, ba, ba, and then you don't need to get back into the basic right away. You can kind of let it dissolve and then take your time to get back into the basic, or if you want to, boom, boom, and then go right back into your basic steps. So the important thing is just to get comfortable with these movements so that when you know an accent is coming up, you can whip them out, okay? So what we're gonna try now with music is doing the basic step, doing the 5, 6, 7, and then also doing 1, 2, okay? So we're doing 3 when we're doing the sewn arms on the 5, 6, 7, and then we're doing just 2 when we're doing it on the first half of the basic. So again, let's just practice the first version, which is 5, 6, 7 a few times, and then we'll do the 1, 2 version a few times, and then we'll try it with music. So I go 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so now let's do the 1, 2 version. We'll do a basic first to get started. 1, 2, 3, here we go. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so now we'll try both of those just like that, each one 4 times with music. 5, 6, here we go. 5, 6, 7. And we'll switch. Ready to go on the 1, 2, 1. Movement that we're going to use is a chest pulse, and we're going to practice it both going up and down because we can use it either way depending on where our body is when we start the accent. And so this one is really good for if there's one strong beat that you're trying to accent. So I go 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, pulse. And I'm kind of pushing my sternum forward, and there's like a rebound, like my chest is running into something, and then I come back, okay? And I'm just using the 7 kind of as an arbitrary count, but it could be anywhere. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so as you can see, it doesn't matter. And that's part of the reason that I really like this one, because it doesn't matter which foot I'm on. I can actually keep my feet moving in my basic and just do the chest pulse and continue on. Okay? So for right now, like I said, just arbitrarily, I'm going to use this on 7, but you can use it anywhere. So we'll practice it facing away. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Okay? And that's the pulse up. We can also do, as I said, a pulse down. So kind of like a contraction, boom, like I'm running into something now with my back. Boom, boom, okay? So I'll do this one on 3. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Again, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. It doesn't matter which count I do it on. All that matters is the quality of the movement can really create a similar feeling to a percussive accent in the music, okay? So now let's try this one actually on 5. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so now let's practice just like we did with the first one. We'll do 4 with the chest coming up on 7, and then 4 with the chest coming down on 5 with the music. 5, 6, ready, we go. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, chest. Ribcage isolation. This is kind of similar to the stone arms, but we're doing it without the arms, so we're going to put more emphasis on the ribcage because we'll have a little bit more time to do that. Again, like I've said many times, I can do this ribcage for as many accents as there are. If they're little fast ones, I could go back and forth. If it's 2 strong ones, I could do that, or 1, 2, 3. So this is another really versatile one that I like to use a lot. It just feels really good in my body, and it feels like I'm really mirroring what's happening in the music, okay? So this accent is, I'm actually picking up the foot that I'm going to step on here, and then I send my weight and my rib cage over onto that foot. So I'm kind of breaking here. I've got 2 bent knees. I'm picking up this foot, and then I go 1, 2, okay? So I go and 1, 2, and I can do it on the other side. And 1, 2, okay? So let's just do that. Picking up the right foot, and 1, 2. Picking up the left, and 1, 2. Picking up the right, and 1, 2. Picking up the left, and 1, 2. Okay, so how would I incorporate this into my dancing? By doing the basic. 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7. Or I can do it on the 1, 2, 3, or any of the beats in between. So I'll do a basic start. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3. So as you can see, I didn't explain this earlier, but if any time I step out, I have the option to bring the foot back in or make this my new spot, okay? So kind of depending on how much freedom you have, if you're dancing apart from your partner, or if you feel like you really need to stay where you are in order to stay with him, you can make those choices, okay? I think for today, I'm gonna have us practice bringing the foot back in, just so that we stay in our slot. So again, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so we'll practice those again with music. First, putting the accent on the 5, 6, 7, and then for the next 4 basics, putting the accent on the 1, 2, 3. Ready, now. 1, 2, 3, now. the music in our bodies is by using the shoulders. I say it's versatile because, again, it's another one that doesn't require that we change what our feet are doing. I can keep going with the feet no matter which count the accent is on. I can do the shoulders and maintain the movement in my feet. Whereas if I'm doing the sewn arms or the rib cage, I have to actually stop, which can make for a bigger, a more noticeable accent, but this one is nice because, like I said, it's versatile. The other reason it's versatile is because I can take my shoulders forward, I can take them back, or I can take them forward and then back, okay? So that it just gives us a lot of possibilities. So we're gonna practice each one of those. So first we're gonna do back, back, okay? And I'm just gonna have us do that again arbitrarily on the 1, 2. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. And again, another reason this is versatile is because my hands can be in a lot of different positions when I do this movement, and each way to have the hands adds a different feeling to the movement, okay? So for this one, rolling back, let's have the hands on the small of the back with the elbows out to the side, okay? So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Okay, now we're gonna do rolling the shoulders forward. So we're gonna do the shoulder roll forward on 7, 8, and we're going to do it with our hands out to the side. So it'll look like this. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? I'll practice that facing away. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the last one that we're going to do is the forward back with the palms facing up. I'm going to do it on 5, 6, although we could do it at any time, just because I'm stepping forward on 5 and back on 6, and I want to make this as easy for you as possible because sometimes coordinating the body and the feet is difficult. So it'll look like this. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Okay? So let's practice that. 1, 2, 3, forward, back. 1, 2, 3, roll forward, roll back, in. 1, 2, 3, forward, back. 1, 2, 3, forward, back. Okay? So now let's practice all 3 of these options with music. First, we're doing 1, 2, rolling back with the hands on the small of the back. Then we're doing 7, 8, rolling forward with the hands out to the side. And then we're doing palms up, 5, 6, rolling forward and rolling back. Okay? So let's try it with music. 5, 6, ready, and 1. accents are our feet. Something that I haven't covered yet in this video, but is very important to know, is that a lot of times the accents aren't on the strong beat, but they're syncopated and they're in between the strong beats. So in this one, because the footwork is fairly simple, we're actually going to utilize a syncopation in our footwork. So we're going to do a 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 3, 5, 6, 7. Or a 1, 2, 3, ba-dum, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. You could also do 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, but like I said, because I want to challenge you to use that syncopation, because that is something that will come up when you are trying to use your body to accent the music. I do want to give you that tool set so you're ready for that, okay? So we're going to start by doing the accent on the 1 and 1, and then we will try it on the and 5. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7 on 7. Because I know I'm going to do this, I'm stepping out to the side instead of bringing my feet together, so that when I do my heel, I have somewhere to go. If I have my feet together, this feels very awkward, okay? So again, I'm going 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, side, heel toe, hold, 3, 5, 6, 7. Again, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Again, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 3, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so now we're going to do the same thing, but on the 5. So I'm going to go 1, 2, step out to the side on 3, and 5, 6, 7. Basic, and we go again. 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. Last one. 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7. Okay? So now let's practice both of those with music. 5, 6, ready, now. Which is the shimmy. I use the shimmy probably more frequently than any of these other tools because it's very easy to incorporate at any point during the basic. And you know, when you're hearing the conga go do 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 do, a lot of times building up to a bigger accent, do 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 do. That's one of the best ways, I think, to put the music into my body. There's also fast footwork and things like that, but I really wanted to make this video accessible with things that you can use very easily in your social dancing, okay? So the way that we're going to use the shimmy today is we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. So I'm going to kind of create like a half circle and come back to the middle. So I'm turning, what I mean when I say that is I'm turning my chest, the trajectory of where my chest is going, a little more than 1/8 of a turn off center and then coming back to the middle. But of course, if this were an extended accent or what's the word I'm looking for? If the drums were going for longer than 2 counts, which they probably would be, you could stay there shimmy, shimmy, up, and then come back to your basic. But I'm just giving us some ideas of how to incorporate this into our basic step. Like I said in the beginning, I do encourage you after this video to try to apply some of these to the accents in your favorite salsa song, okay? So we're gonna start with a 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. We can also do it on the 1. So I go 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. A 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 1, 3, 5, 6, 7. Okay? So now let's practice both of those with music. 5, 6, ready, and. Our bodies to reflect the accents in salsa music. I just wanted to give you a few simple options so that you can start to use your own creativity and use them how you'd like I said, with your favorite salsa song. Also, if you do want to learn a musicality routine that goes with one specific song, I do have that available on my Patreon page for members of my Patreon. So if that's something you're interested in, go ahead on over to my Patreon page, become a member, and you can learn that routine with me.
Thanks so much for joining me for today's lesson. Leave a comment below and let me know how you did. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the post notifications for my channel. You can also follow me on Instagram at Dance Doctor Online. Until next time, keep dancing.